Welcome to Behind the Mic. This is the Really Real Music Edition. Today we are live with...
It's your boy Ratchet Red, checking in from the 601.
All right, long time no see. Last time I saw you was 2019. You had just dropped your first project, Unreachable. You performing at Freelance. Today you back in the studio, you back performing, back doing interviews. You getting ready to drop a new project. Tell us a little bit about what's to come on that.
Yeah, I've been working on a tape, one of them ones, and it's just a tape, that been inspired by a lot of things I've been going through in life, So.
All right. So your lead single, Love Gotta Wait, it's been streamed over 15,000 times. It was also featured on Spotify's Rap Caviar. On the hook of that song, you say Love Gotta Wait because right now I'm on the paper chase.
Right.
What was the mind frame you were in when you wrote that, and why did you really want to push that on your fans?
Man, really, when I first came up with this song, like I said, it was Love Gotta Wait, but it was supposed to be as in W-A-I-T. And when I was in the studio recording it, Hershey, he ended up spelling it a different way, as in, wait. But it still played in the same role as in, love, it has a weight on you, but still at the same time, it gotta be on hold. But as in, I just had a lot of things going on in life, and I just felt like I had to focus on myself at a time period. And, not just pushing people out, but I just had to put, certain things on hold to get myself together.
Definitely relatable. I think we've all been in those situations where we have to finally put ourselves first,
right,
versus everybody else
for sure.
needs.
For sure.
So let's talk a little bit about the concept, One of One. When we hear that concept, it's usually unique because it's one package, it might be one item or one piece of clothing. So how does that concept tie into your album title?
Yeah, one of them ones.
Right.
Like I say, over the time, I've been going through things, hard trial tribulations, and I just feel like, God blessed me, to be here, A lot of things I've been through, from, going down, having to pick myself back up, dealing with, things out here in the streets, just, different life situations. So this tape, I just feel like I had to name it something that spoke out from me, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I was special at the time,
So you really one of them ones, what you saying?
Yeah, I'm really one of them ones, for real. So there's a lot of people out here doing things, but if you one of them ones, you one of them ones, can't nobody take it from you, so, that's where that come from.
I like that, definitely. We all need to feel like we one of them ones, especially with our crafts, being entrepreneurs in entertainment, doing music, everything. So this is actually your sophomore project that you'll be releasing, but your journey as an artist actually began 10 years ago when you were featured on the single I'm the Type with the late Lil Lunny. How did that feature come about, and how did it kind of kickstart your career?
I'm the Type, it came about as at that time I wasn't even, making music. I wasn't the rapper, I just was, I was around, they were my homeboy, we went to high school together or whatever. And that was the second song I really want to say that I recorded. Yeah, that I recorded, I want to say, because we came out with No Sleep on the Weekend. Yeah, we came out with No Sleep on the Weekend, and that was the second song I really actually recorded. And when I did drop, I kind of shocked them because they was always rapping, and they didn't know I could rap. I didn't know I could rap. So when that came about, it just took off. Like, we was in the studio with Hershey, and we recorded it, and it just took off. Like, that night, it just took off. Like, we was getting booked for shows probably within the next week or two, all across Mississippi.
After you recorded the verse and then you kind of started doing the shows, do you think that Lunny kind of saw, the artist in you to keep the shows? Because y'all had I remember being in college at that time, and y'all had a run from all over Mississippi with that track.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like y'all was in the city, y'all was all over Mississippi with that track.
Yeah, he definitely saw the artist in me before I did. He did. He inspired me. You know, I can't take that. He inspired me. Yeah.
Do you think not being able to make, music with him again because of, unfortunately his passing, you think that's kind of inspired you to buckle down a little bit and push this project in a different direction, take it a little bit more serious?
It really did. It really did because at the time, that's when I ended up dropping my first tape, because when I dropped I'm the Type, like everything was going so fast, like we was getting booked for shows and stuff like that, but I really wasn't still taking the music serious as an artist, you know what I'm saying? Like I had just started rapping, so it was still hard for me to come up with songs, chords, and find my tempo, my voice, So it was hard, but when he passed, that inspired me, and then when I dropped my first tape, Unreachable. Like when he passed, I don't know where it came from, but I just started to make more songs, tried to take it more serious or whatever, And then at that time, when he did pass, like we wasn't just on speaking terms, It wasn't, no type of beef or anything, but things just had kind of happened during that moment or whatever. And right before he passed, Nana, he was supposed to be setting us up to talk with each other. Lana had told him he wanted to talk, So we were supposed to be talking, we were really finna get back, emotional or whatever, So that what really kind of, inspired that. That was my boy,
Do you think if you had developed yourself as an artist earlier, you would have had an easier time rolling out your label and projects if you had done it after I'm the Type and just kind of gone with it and keep it going and keep it going?
Yeah, I really feel like if I did take it serious from the jump how I was supposed to, I'd probably be more ahead than where I'm at now, but I ain't tripping. I just take, things as what it is. Like I say, I'm still here. I'm still here, living in good health, soul or whatever. So that's another thing that why I say I'm one of them ones, Cause a lot of things done changed since I started rapping, so.
All right, let's talk about your single, Death Day. You released it last summer. You have a couple of lines in there where you say, just had a son, can't even focus, you want to change your life.
Right.
So how do you balance fatherhood and pursuing being a hip hop artist, especially since you weren't a father when you released your first project? So how does that kind of play into it now?
It's definitely different because when I had my son in 2020. And I'm pretty sure everybody know, like 2020 was a crazy year. Like, I experienced a lot of more death. Matter of fact, that's the year Leonard died, but with that, a lot of my other close family members and homeboys passed that year, My auntie passed from cancer, my grandma, my great-grandma, which was her grandma, died that Monday. My auntie passed that Friday, so I had to go to 2 funerals back to back around that time. That was the end of 2020, but I had like 3 or 4 homeboys that died that year too from gun violence. And they were like people I was seeing every day. So it just made me take life more serious, Like I just had to cherish things,
Definitely, that's very relatable. I think we've all experienced losses, not necessarily death, but just losses in general that kind of make us take life a little bit more serious. And speaking on gun violence, with you losing people to gun violence, how do you weigh that mentally, stepping into the spotlight and being a hip hop artist, especially with gun violence being at an all-time high in the hip hop community, because every year we're losing artists to them being basically gunned down. So how are you going to like maneuver that mentally, and then do you feel like you got to watch your back, or you got to move a certain way?
I definitely got to do that because, for one, where I'm at, Jackson, Mississippi, I don't know however, anybody else picture Jackson, Mississippi, but it's dangerous, I don't care what nobody say, it's dangerous. You know, in the music industry, they look at Jackson as country, you know, or take us as a joke, you know, but making it from Mississippi is hard. And, you know, it's hard, man. It's gun violence. Like, people dying every day, you know. It's hard.
It is very hard, especially being artists and entrepreneurs.
Real
but
talk.
It has been done. You know, we have a lot of artists that have done it through all around the state, and you know, we have a couple of artists that are doing it now. So definitely stay focused, stay grinding. And when can we get the album? What is the album release date?
I don't have an exact date, but we shooting the video at the end of this month on the 30th for The World Is Yours, and I actually plan on, once we shoot the video, the album is coming then. So, you know, I say no later than August. No later than August. You know, everything really done. I just got to get, you know, my tracks and shit mastered down and shit, you know. I want to drop everything the right way.
Okay, so.
Cause like when I used to drop music, I ain't have a mindset or how I wanted to do it or not. And, you know, I just used to do it because I was doing it on my own. So it's hard, like you say, you know, to balance it out, you know, with real life reality and trying to chase your dreams, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Definitely can relate to that. I think sometimes our personal life and then being in entertainment and being entrepreneurs, sometimes they kind of cross up because people don't realize when you're an artist or entrepreneur in general, if you ain't having a good day, you ain't having a good day. And like, we can't just go sit behind a desk.
Exactly.
And,
real
we not having a good day. Like, we got to create art. Even this, like, if I'm not having a good day, this interview doesn't go well. We got to interview. You got to be having a good day to interact. So I think that's definitely something that your fans can react to. So we'll be getting an album in August.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we can look forward to an album in August from you. But until then, everybody stay tuned. This was Behind the Mic. This was the Really Real Takeover edition. You can follow him on Instagram. Give him your Instagram.
Hot Boy Ratchet, you know.
And it is Really Real Music. If you all want to go on YouTube and look up his page and look up his music. Thank you all. Thank you for kicking it with us today.
Really Real Music. Stay tuned.